Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of December 28th, 2025. It is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, it's okay. It just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And also in the description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. Also keep in mind, Virgo, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. Tarot card of the week reading is intended to help all of us move forward in our lives so we don't get too stuck or stagnant in situations, environments, or connections that no longer serve our highest good. So with all of that said, let's begin tapping into the Virgo collective now for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for Virgo? The week of December 28th, 2025. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Death card. What situation in your life is transforming and changing to bring about something new? The bottom of the deck, you have Six of Cups. What memories from the past are trying to get your attention? Okay. Tell me why the Death card is the tarot card of the week here for Virgo. What situation, environment, connection, could even be a pattern in your life, is transforming and changing to bring about something new? I feel like for some of you, you are losing a soulmate connection here in your life. That's a weird message. It's like you're losing one person, but then they're replaced. All right, what is that all about? Tell me more about this here for Virgo. Why is the Death card their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is clarified by the Emperor, the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands. This is a new look, Virgo, that's trying to come in. So you have something new here that's trying to come in for you. But Seven of Swords to the Four of Wands to the Two of Wands, it's almost like you're stuck in something right now. Either physically stuck or energetically stuck. All right, what is this all about? Tell me about the Emperor. This is your energy here. Why is the Emperor here in Virgo's energy? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Virgo. The Emperor is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Sun card. Your manifestation is delayed. Your manifestation is delayed because something here needs to come to an end before it can come in. What is this? This needs to come to an end. Tell me about that Five of Wands. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. The more I look at this, the more I feel like your manifestation is blocked because your heart is blocked. And your heart is blocked because you lost someone in your life that you cared a lot about. And now you're extremely guarded and not allowing someone new to come in. That appears to be what's happening. I don't feel like this is someone you have to give up now. I feel like it's someone who's already no longer in your life. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Tower. Seven of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. This is what's keeping you stuck here. So this conflict from the past. This is someone who's no longer in your life. So the person's no longer in your life, but you're still either energetically tied to them. Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Excuse me. Still sick. Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Who's this Queen of Wands? I don't read body parts. This is the person who... This is the person that you're still energetically holding on to. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, the Devil, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Cups. There it is. Okay, so, and Death card, Ten of Swords. Okay, thank you. And then we have the Lovers. Okay, so maybe for some of you it's a love partner. It doesn't have to be. However, this is a soulmate, soul bond connection that was toxic in nature. So typically when I see the Devil card to the Two of Cups with that Six of Cups card there, I usually see that as a karmic connection. someone you had to learn a valuable lesson from. Whatever that lesson was is unique and different for all of you and your respective journeys, but you're still holding on to that person. Now, you could be watching this and saying, I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I don't want anything to do with that person. Okay, but if you're still holding on to resentment and anger, that's still a cord to them. If you're watching tarot readings on them, that's still a cord to them. So if you're thinking about them, that's still a cord to them. So there's unresolved trauma at some level in respect to this karmic connection that is still existing within you. And each of you are interacting with that trauma differently. Like I said, thinking about it on repeat, looking up the person's socials, watching tarot readings on them, thinking about them often, holding in a lot of pent-up rage or anger or even sadness over what transpired here in the connection, which appears to have been a very difficult ending. I don't know who the person is to you, a friend, family member, or lover. I know it was karmic in nature, and I know that you're holding on to something in connection to the ending. I don't think most of you want this person back. That's not what I think this is. I think you're holding on to something that's keeping you energetically corded to this person. This isn't something where, oh, I could do a cord cutting ceremony and be done with them. No, because you're creating the cord. You're creating the cord to this individual. Again, by thinking about them, pent-up rage that you haven't processed, watching tarot readings on them. So 8 of Wands, this is what wants to come in. Something that's more aligned to you or someone more aligned to you, exciting, passionate. This is waiting outside the door. And it's tied to your manifestation. So what situation in your life is transforming and changing and bringing about something new? This has transformed and changed. This is most likely no longer in your life, but we need to transform or transmute the pain from it. If we can transform or transmute the pain from it, then we can begin to heal it. Once you heal it, something new here comes in. Death card to the 8 of Pentacles. We have to work on really healing the ending here. Transforming that pain. All right, let's get you some advice here. So I feel like this week, just acknowledgement is like step one, because I don't think Source or anyone's expecting you to do all of this in the next 6 to 7 days. This seems to be here just an acknowledgement that, yeah, whether I want this person back or not, I'm keeping myself corded to them because I do A, B, C, D. I think that's all you need to do this week. It's just that acknowledgement. Can we get 3 cards of advice? 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice, Strength, and the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of that King of Swords. I would speak it out loud. We have a super full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. Full moons are all about releasing. And Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the moon rules our emotions. So if you have a lot of emotion about this, I'm not saying that this is going to solve 100% of your issues concerning this connection or the ending of the connection, but you may want to consider doing a full moon ritual. I'll put a link in the description box below. It's free. You have a couple of days now to prepare for it, so I would start working on it working on it now, little by little, and I would release the anger or the grief or the tension or the frustration, whatever it is here that you're harboring. I would release it. Now, are you going to wake up on January 4th and be 100% cured of the connection? No, there's still pain and trauma there that you need to be diligent on and work through. But this is a good first step. Acknowledge it, and then to do that full moon ritual to release the pain. When I do full moon rituals on individuals, I write letters to them. Letters I never intend to mail. And you can type it up if you want. Sometimes I'll sit there with a paper and pen, but if you want to type it out, you can, but I would print it out. When I do my full moon rituals on something like that, I write a letter to the person. Everything that I wish I could say to them, I put in that letter. How the ending happened or what they did and how it made me feel. All the things I should have said, could have said, didn't say, would have said. All of that, I get it all out of me and I put on paper. And sometimes those letters are 6, 7, 8 pages long. So if you type it out, just make sure you have a means to print it out. I sit up here with a stainless steel bowl that I fill with water. I do the full moon ritual. Again, I'll put that link below. I read the letter out loud as if I'm reading it to the person. It conjures up all of the emotions that I felt when I wrote that letter. You're probably going to find yourself getting angry or even crying while you write the letter, and that's okay. It's healthy. And in the full moon ritual, you're probably going to have a lot of those feelings come up for you as well. That's okay. That's healthy too. Once you read it out loud, you follow that ritual. I usually light the corner of the paper, light it on fire. When it gets just a little bit, just drop it into that bowl. We don't need we don't need to set your house on fire. Okay. It's more symbolic in nature than anything. Just light the corner, and as it begins to go, you just drop it into the bowl of water. If you don't have a bowl of water or a stainless steel bowl, don't go out and spend money. You could do it in your kitchen sink. Again, make sure there's nothing around. The kitchen sink is empty. You've got the water running. You light the corner. You let it burn just a little bit, and then put it under the faucet there with the running water. I would do something like that to release it. And then after that, give yourself time to lay down and rest. I wouldn't book anything to do after you do that ritual, because it's probably going to exhaust you just because you're reading the letter, and it's going to stir up a lot of emotions. But I feel that's what starts to help you heal this Five of Pentacles, because you might be going around in your 3D life with a big old smile on your face and everything's fine. But inside of you, you're still corded to this person because you're holding on to something. I don't think you need to energetically cut the cord with this person. I think what you need to do is release all the resentment or anger or pain that you have that's keeping you corded to them. That's what I think needs to take place here. King of Swords, I would speak it into existence. Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. I think you can invest a little bit of time to do this. And I don't want to say your luck is going to change for the better, but that seems to be the energy here. It's like this is the time to do it. I always look at the Wheel of Fortune like destined and fated time. This is the destined and fated time to do it. Whatever this is, whatever you're still tied to here, it is Seven of Sorting, this new opportunity, person, place, or thing, or experience from coming in. So this would be a fantastic week for us to transmute that pain into something really powerful for you, so it can stop blocking your manifestation. Very special message there for you, Virgo. That is what I have for you for the week of December 28th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Good luck with this full moon ritual. I'll be doing one as well for something else, someone else. But yeah, good luck with it. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.